Hey guys, it's Leo with Dreaming Tree, and as promised, I wanted to kind of show you a little behind the scenes of my Easter table. Now, luckily for me, I've already done these, and you probably have as well. The only thing I need to do still is create those little place cards that we just released that were freebies. So just kind of an overview, and I took some close-up shots of the things that I have on my table. It's not completely done. I'll show you what it'll look like when it's complete. But in a nutshell, my house is pretty earthy as it is. Okay, so it's kind of like, I almost want to say it's a mix of industrial country, I guess, if that makes any sense, because there's a mix. I guess there's some industrial stuff that you see in like a farmhouse or whatever, but you know, dark woods, dark colors as far as the woods go, and just earth tones. There's not a lot of modern colors, as I guess I would call them. But obviously we have the exquisite egg. You can see that behind me. I'll show you a close-up of what that looks like. And then all the way in the back there, right there, is the alluring floral. Actually, I think it's just the floral centerpiece from the Alluring Florals bundle. So those are kind of the main two things that I'm featuring on the table. You know, when I browse like the Pottery Barn catalogs, I see some tables done up like crazy. There's just so much stuff on there. And it's kind of, in my mind, not realistic, because you're gonna have to make room for you know, some of the stuff that you're actually serving. So I try to make it look complete without overdoing it. You know, we started with the colors from the egg as well as the floral centerpiece, and the only thing I bought this year was these little you can see these little salad dishes, salad plates. I got these at Williams-Sonoma. They were actually 30% off because I did it kind of late. I got those, and then a coordinating runner. I took the egg and put it on a little cupcake tray, and I had a Easter wreath that I just kind of laid down in the center of the table to create that centerpiece. And I may just take some moss or some grasses and kind of fill that in a little bit, make it look a little more springy. And then I've got just this ceramic bunny. I personally love making, you know, paper pieces, the focal points, but you don't have to decorate with nothing but paper pieces. It's nice to kind of mix it up a little bit. Aside from that, you know, obviously you've got your napkins. I actually went with these instead of the little bunny ones because I'm just not going to have time to make the bunny ones. I am going to make the little place cards. So the damask pattern on the runner worked with the egg, worked with the flowers, and I looked through my stash of papers and decided that I wanted to add a little bit more pink, I guess. So I've got a lot of graphic 45 paper, and actually a lot of these papers, I don't know if you can see that, there you go. I've kind of have these narrowed down, and you know, the little place card holder, you need double-sided paper for it, so that kind of limited my options. But these are the papers that I kind of narrowed it down to, and well, I mean, you know, once you kind of get an overall feel for how everything looks, like looking at this now, I picked this out because it has a little bit of green, but I think it's a little too bold, and it's really going to stand out too much. So I think I'm gonna scrap that one. This one's nice, but I think the pattern is almost too light. It's going to get lost. So sorry, I couldn't see that. That's too light. That other one's too bold. This, I think, is just right. It's got enough color in there, enough contrast. It totally works with the various pinks that I have here, as far as the napkins. Even, you know, there's a little bit of pink in the ear of the bunny. So this, obviously, I picked this out, but it's too crazy. If you take a look at the table, it's just going to stand out. If you want a standout piece, I think I would probably go with, you know, something larger. But I think that the rose on the egg is kind of the, you know, that standout piece. I have a little visitor who just popped in. So I'm not sure. Again, I've got it kind of narrowed down to these papers, and technically I think, let me see if I can show you what I've got it narrowed down to. Those are the papers I have it narrowed down to. I think, personally, I'm going to use, if I had to choose, just to be safe, I'm going to use these. I'm going to use these. They also have kind of a damask pattern on them. And this is Graphic 45. One of these is actually from a baby bundle. The other one's from Gilded Lily. And I'm going to use these for my little place cards. But before I do that, I'm going to run this by someone named Ron Gutman, our art director, and see what he thinks. Just to see if, I've actually learned something from him. Oh, quiet. Hello?
Hello there.
Is this Pizza Hut?
Nope.
Hey, so you saw my picture, right?
I did.
All right, I'm gonna give you one more glance at it. And I was just telling our dreamers that I kind of picked out some things, or some papers, some patterns for the place cards that you designed. And I think I know what I'm doing now, but we're gonna see what you think. So anyway, here's another look. And I told them that these little areas here that are kind of empty, we're gonna throw a little floral in there, but I don't want to overdo it because obviously there's gonna be food there. So
yeah, I was gonna say too, if you had taper candles.
Taper candles?
Yeah, not the big fat candles, but the thin taper candles.
Ah, just kind of put a few of them here and there.
Yeah, in those spaces there, you know, I think they would add some ambiance to the whole scene, and I'd pick up on that color of that rose, you know, or those pinky, orangey kind of coral color.
So would you put them in little holders or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, be a little simple glass holder, you know, nothing really big or anything else. You know, but I think it would add a lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have them in that color, but I will take a look. So I'm making the little place card holders, and I went out to the studio and I kind of looked around and checked out a lot of stuff. Obviously, I was limited by what I could use because it needed to be a double-sided pattern, right? So here, I'll show you. Let me see. I got to flip you around here. Let me know if you can see that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's that.
Okay.
And then there's the other side of that. This is actually the same one. This one. Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
And we've got that. And then there's this. And that. And then I've got this. It's a little more elegant. And then that. And then pulled these out. And I was kind of telling them that after I pulled these out and came in here, I don't know how I felt about them. So I'll tell you, actually, no, I won't tell you which ones I picked as my go-to. I kind of did, almost kind of did, but out of all those, what would you choose and why?
Well, you're going to have to flip through and then I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay. Well, let's start with these again.
Because I'm thinking about that table runner that you got on the table.
Right.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Told you. And why? Why no on this one?
I don't like the other side.
Oh, this one? Oh, obviously, right. I thought this was too bold.
Yeah, and the color's little on the dull side compared to what's in some of the pieces that you made.
True. Okay, this one here. I think the pattern on this is too small.
Yeah, and it's too bright.
Too bright?
White.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right. It's almost as if it's just a white piece of paper. This, I think, just doesn't go with it. It's just too bold, maybe.
There was another one.
There's still some more.
Okay. That's, it's kind of a possibility. I'd want to match up and see how that pink works with any pink that's in the flowers.
Okay, well, let's hold on to that one. And then...
Because the green works because we do have greens.
Yeah, well, there's some... there's a little bit of green, yeah. And then there's this guy here.
And the other side. See, that one's a good possibility.
Okay. That one's a good possibility. See, so now I think we're kind of... All right, so these are... there's some more there. I'm going to put this over here.
Yeah, maybe a little too classical looking.
Really? Okay. Well, the only reason I picked that one is because the runner actually has a damask.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about that runner.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
I think it's the same thing. Yeah, I have two of these actually.
I think either that one or the other one.
This guy here?
Yeah.
Or, well, there were two other ones that were bold that you liked. And then the other side.
What the one that you have, not the one with the green, the other one. What
This one
color
here?
is that back? It's a little tell on camera. Oh, is that writing?
Yeah, there's writing on it.
What does it say?
A good laugh is sunshine in the home. And
So that would still work, okay.
yeah.
I'd say it's a toss-up between those three.
These three here?
Mm-hmm. Now I'd have to see them next to something on the table to really...
Well, let's throw them on there. And let's see what we can do here. Well, let me get these out of the way. So there's the three papers.
The one in the... no, wait, let me see here. The first two are kind of alike in color, and they work good.
These two?
Which is on the other... What's on the other side of those two top ones?
Yeah.
Well, now we're down to just those two.
And then you've got that there. And then obviously you've got the alluring florals over there.
What I like about that one that's on top...
Yeah.
Is that it really does, if you look at your table, the egg and in the floral arrangement, you have those pinky orangey kind of colors.
Right.
And that becomes the accent color, and that's the color that I can see being scattered about then.
Okay, because I guess...
kind of like that one, because it's very prominent, and the color looks pretty close to the color in the flower on the egg.
Yeah, well, I guess now that you mention that, if I look around the table... There's not anything really popping anywhere.
Right.
So that's what is that what you mean?
That orangey pink color is the pop color.
Okay.
So
well,
that's the color that I would scatter around a little bit. Now, what you could do too is you could mix your little place settings between the papers.
That's true. I guess they don't have to be all uniform, huh? Now, if I'm going to do that, would I add a touch of green then on some of them? Well, no. the other side, I don't like the other side.
That one's too pink, and when I saw it with everything up, that green isn't a good green.
So go with these. These are the top two that you were talking about, right?
Yeah, and on that floral paper, I would highlight the large floral to be what's most visible.
Okay. Yeah, right. I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then and then aside from that, the little place card, it's two pieces. It's your pattern, and then there's that one piece with the print and cut on it. So
well, here's what you can do. That's where you can actually mix the two papers together.
Oh, what if I'm going to print on them though?
Is there a lighter side?
There is. Yeah. Oh, so you're saying just print right on it?
You could.
because I was gonna pull a piece of AC cardstock.
You can do that too. You can pull a piece of AC that kind of coordinates nicely with it.
Yeah. So with all right. So this is a little bit lighter, and this is a darker. So I guess depending on which side is on that little band on the bottom that actually makes up the basket.
Right.
So with this, I'll probably go with obviously like a lighter pink, right? Or no? Well, this is going to be the back, right? And then the front of it is going to be this color. So what color would you add?
No, I do the bottom of the basket with
The floral. Oh, okay.
And the back of it with the other, because that'll just be the handle.
Right. Oh, okay, I get you. Okay.
And then your other paper you can put on top of it.
Yeah. Pull something from here.
To pull both of those papers together a lot nicer and easier.
So maybe find a tone of pink that's somewhere in between this and this.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay. Well, I was close.
Yeah.
I picked this one because I think I picked this one because this one was a safe bet for me, and I think that sometimes I feel like I'm afraid to go a little nuts, or not even go nuts, but to take a risk, I guess,
You see what I'm saying though about that pink in the flower and in the flowers that are on the paper?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like almost the accent color. So
Right.
That's the color that would be best to then scatter around.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And even if you did those taper candles, like I said, to find something that is similar in color would also then it kind of pulls that whole table together, because that accent color is the unifying factor.
Right. Yep, that makes sense. Well, you heard it here, folks. All right. Well,
great though.
What's that?
Table looks great.
Yeah, and it's all stuff that I had sitting around, minus the runner and the salad plates.
Yeah, I like bunny plates.
Yeah, well, that was the touch that really gives it that, hey, this is Easter sort of feel, because plus the Easter eggs, I guess, but take those away, and I mean it's just kind of springy, So anyway, all right, well, that's pretty much it, Ron. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, say bye to the dreamers.
Bye, dreamers.
Bye, dreamers. All right, so I'm gonna head out to the studio and get my little place cards all put together. Of course, they are free. They're located under the free SVG section, and there's a video that shows you how to put it together, so I'm not gonna do that in this video. You can check that out on the site. And then that's pretty much it. So happy Easter. Hope you guys have a great weekend with friends and family, and would love to see your table if you do put something together featuring our products. We'd love to see it. And without further ado, here is my end result.